in order to write whatever you think your play is about, which unfortunately is the first thing we're asked, should never be conscious. You can do all the research in the world you want, but at some point the trick is to take this hand that has the element, Aristotelian element of thought, and put it behind your back and do not look at it again. Because if you are not thoroughly political in every bone in your body, your play won't be either. But if you are, if that happens to be your voice, then your play will be. I mean, I spend a great deal of time with writers I admire a lot who are trying to insist on the element of language as a cognitive element. And to me, the purpose and function of language in a play is to destroy the cognitive purpose of language with an emotional language. And that, in terms of coming out with one thought, to me, is not the function of theater. So, you know, everyone's always saying, gosh, you're always doing these things that are hot button, or gosh, you're always doing these things that are so political. I actually don't know it in the writing. I mean, I'll finish a draft and go, oh my God, I'm going to get killed. But I don't know that in the middle, because I'm actually concentrating on driving lessons and music of the 60s and Playboy magazines. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking of Lolita. So I don't step back. And in fact, the thing that we can never coordinate, I'm reminded of this lovely play, one of my favorite plays that Lynn Nottage wrote, called Poe Knockers. Does anyone here know this play? Poe Knockers is a play that she wrote about African-American revolutionary thinkers and activists who got together and decided to bomb a federal building, not knowing there was a nursery school. And it was overlaid with this extraordinary narrative of a man trying to mine diamonds and losing his mind trying to find diamonds in Africa, which you don't find out until the last moment is related to one of the activists. This play was accepted for production by Playwrights Horizons, and then Oklahoma City happened. Now, there was no intention that Lynn had on that, but I think that way that the time frames plays, do you know what I mean, is completely fortuitous and is not in the control. I always worry when we are actually writing something to fit in a particular time, which is why I find the collision instead with Euripides or Jane Bowles or I did an entire workshop at Brown on expressionist writers, an expressionist artist, out of which punk play came. By doing that, it's more likely to actually be in the time because it's not cognitive. Does that make any sense? It's not